Panda! Hello, I'm Alex, also known as Mr. Panda, and this is my review of SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy for the Nintendo Switch. SNK is a Japanese company best known for the Neo Geo gaming system and a flood of fighting games. Its latest creation, SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy, answers the question, what if you gathered only the developer's female characters, put them in silly fan service outfits, and forced them to fight against their will? Okay, that sounds creepy, but this game doesn't shy away from doing what it takes to achieve its appeal. SNK Heroines is a spin-off of the King of Fighters series, which itself is a crossover game of SNK's franchises. With only 14 playable female fighters, not including DLC, the roster is slim. It's a quality cast though, featuring notable classics like Fatal Fury's Mai Shiranui and Psycho Soldier's Athena, as well as fresh faces from King of Fighters 14. There's also a gender-swapped version of Fatal Fury's Terry Bogard, which is as unsettlingly captivating as it sounds. The girls find themselves trapped in a mansion and dressed in revealing costumes, all the handiwork of one creepy mastermind who is trying to leech off their fear and despair. As light and ridiculous as the plot is, you see enough of this crazy fourth wall breaking voyeur that you'll wish your own fist could go through the screen and knock his lights out. The story mode is essentially a brief arcade-like affair with short cutscenes that alter slightly depending on the girls and their costumes. Matches are 2-on-2 fights with simple controls. Weak hits, strong attacks, and throws are each mapped to different buttons. But what makes the girls distinct are their special moves. Unlike most fighters, you don't have to memorize a plethora of lengthy button inputs. Instead, you initiate special combos by pressing a button along with a specific direction on the control pad, similarly to Super Smash Bros. The combos are easily well suited for controller play, and you don't need an arcade stick to fight effectively. Despite the simplicity, fights can get intense in the hands of hardcore players, with potential for multi-hit strikes, canceling, and juggling. My biggest gripe is that the movesets are fairly limited, and most characters have only 4 special attacks. It's a decidedly more casual experience, solidified by the random items that can hurt your opponents or buff you up. Although I didn't mind gaining an edge with surprise blasts, I appreciated that I could turn items off. The tag team element provides some diversity. You choose 2 characters going into the match, and you can switch between them at any time. I enjoyed utilizing different team matchups, although there aren't any exclusive benefits in using any one character combination. Interestingly, the 2 characters share a life bar, which means no tagging out to conserve your health. However, each fighter has her own spirit gauge, which is used to activate the aforementioned special attacks. The spirit gauge replenishes over time, but what most fascinated me was that the lower my health was, the higher my maximum spirit became. The power boost can be game-changing. Aside from performing strong specials, you need enough spirit to use your dream finishes. These final attacks are akin to finishing moves and fatalities in other games. Depleting a fighter's health will only stun them. The only way to win is to pull off a successful dream finish, which can be blocked. As a result, battles are more heated, less predictable, and genuinely exciting when 2 players are down to the wire, with one carefully timed move determining victory. On the flip side, allowing matches to depend on a single move feels a little cheap, and I would have liked an option to play with a more traditional system. The game runs fairly smoothly offline, and I didn't experience any slowdown or lag, whether on the TV or Switch tablet. The mansion-based stage backdrops look nice, albeit generic. The music ranges from regal overtures to bouncy pop, as if a Japanese idol group were performing it. Speaking of which, there are also some annoyingly catchy J-pop songs. The 3D character models look fine in battle, though they really shine in customization mode. Indeed, SNK Heroines knows who it's marketing to, as this is one of its most in-depth sections. You can dress up your fighters in customizable costumes, 3 for each character, and an extensive amount of accessories. You can then use your glammed up girls in battle, or pose them in photoshoots. In-game coins earned through battles are necessary to purchase the numerous items and photoshoot options, and it will take many hours just to grind enough currency to obtain everything. Unfortunately, there aren't many fighting modes besides story, only versus and survival mode. Survival is a fair challenge in either single-player or 2-player co-op, asking you to fight until you drop. It's not groundbreaking, but it really tests your limits as the matches get harder. Versus is more satisfying, specifically in multiplayer with up to 4 people in teams. Even with just 2 players, it's fun to go head-to-head or partner up against the computer, which you can do either with one system or multiple switches. SNK Heroines' greatest strength is its utility as both a fighter and a lighthearted party game. The frenzy truly shines in online rooms, where you can hang out and match up with up to 8 players. There are also decent options for matchmaking with friends or randoms in quick matches. You can even bet coins on your victory. However, my experience so far with online multiplayer has been laggy, dipping in frame rate and occasionally freezing for more than a second. Hopefully the developers work out this issue, as a healthy online multiplayer is what will greatly increase longevity for players who fall in love with the femme fatales. SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy doesn't hide the fact that it's an obvious appeal to fans of female fighters underdressed for battle. However, under the surface, there are enjoyable dream finish mechanics and a tag team system that offers engaging combat. And with simple button combos, it's an accessible fighter that's easy to learn and fun to master. Gameplay isn't as shallow as it seems, but the package is. Its small roster and limited modes, combined with a fairly high asking price, make it a hard sell. But for fans craving more from SNK's universe, or anyone seeking a casual fighter with glamorous character customization, SNK Heroines can fulfill those desires. I give SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching. I would truly appreciate it if you gave the video a like and subscribe to my channel for more of my enthusiastic, in-depth Nintendo reviews every week. Please be sure to share it if you enjoyed it. Your support helps me out so much, and I'd love to know what you think of SNK Heroines in the comments below. This was Alex, aka Mr. Panda, and until next time, bye bye.